okay? So, yeah, as you can see, this is our speakers tonight. So, just I have a quick talk with her. Okay, she actually drive from Seremban to here, starting from 4 something, 8 o'clock baru sampai. She deserve another grab of applause from all of us here. Thank you so much. So, we know that Dr. Jamie is a medical, is a U.S. trained doctor surgeon in Malaysia. At the same time, she is also an academic lecturer in a private university as well. So, as you can see with the background in emergency, okay, Dr. Jamie actually will bring a practical perspective to sudden death of the night. So tonight we're not just here to learn what is this so-called things happen around us only, but we will learn about the key warning signals, okay, the risk factors, the prevention tips, and also some important early action, what we can do if the things really happen around us. We can save the person, or even the person is someone that we love in our family as well, right? So without further ado, okay, let's give a round of applause to our speakers of the night, Dr. Jamie Kang.
I said the good life. Now we alright. The good life.
Testing. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Yes, today is very, very the jam. I think the God say, oh, you want to go talk? Okay, we jam for you. But thank you for all of you attending, and plus Dr. Wong and then FCC. Thank you very much for you to come here and listen to me. And probably some of you don't even know who am I, but you already come. But so you also don't know whether I'm a true doctor or not, right? But you come. So I think your upline did a good marketing. All right. Today we're going to talk about something called sudden cardiac death. Unfortunately, anyone that you know have this problem before, or you heard, right? Of course, you won't see that person anymore, lah. Because what this happened, to be honest, sudden cardiac death, if it happened, you have no time to react. That's why is it important for us to present this thing to share with you, because there's something you can do, okay? As the bystander or as the patient yourself, or for your parents and things like that, it's going to help, right? Okay, first, Q&A. Actually, this MC, have to guess, no price. No voucher today, I'm so sorry, all right? What is the most common cause of sudden death? D. Make your wife angry. Maybe. What's the medical cause? Today, because we're talking about cardiac, right? So actually, cardiac origin. So if you someone you saw in the newspaper as pickleball, not to say pickleball no good, you can still play. Badminton, yeah. Not to say badminton not good, You just have to be careful. Badminton, even soccer game. It happened many times already, right? So cardiac origin. Now, the definition for that is actually within an hour, someone had the symptom. Maybe they told you, I'm dizzy, I'm short of breath. Within an hour, they pass away. It's a definition for sudden death. Or someone at witness, you see that person, well, okay, no symptom. Within 24 hours, you receive the news, gone. That is also a sudden cardiac death, okay? To me, I think the best definition for sudden death is the first and the last symptom, because the moment that's the last symptom. So also important to the public and catch certain small thing. All right. Or now FIFA, this one, the promotion, you know, but Argentina won. Yeah, okay, fine. But so probably people don't know him. He was famous because something else. Christian Eriksen, during one of the Euro Cup 2020, he was a Denmark player against Finland. He was just walking around, just like, you know, Haaland, the one, They always walk, and kick the ball. He's something like him. He was just walking around, and a player was passing a ball to him. So he was about to catch it. They quite throw in. He just walked, and they dropped. So there was no collision. There was no trauma. He didn't fall down. He just walked about to catch the ball, and then he dropped. After that, heart stopped. So everybody came and do the CPR and all that. Right? He was dead for about 5 minutes. Now, after he woke up, he survived this ordeal. After he woke up, people asked him, what happened that time? Do you remember anything? He said, I just feel a cramp in my leg. So I want to kneel down and massage it, and then I don't know anything happened after that. Only when he was awakened in the ambulance, people told him, you're gone for like 5 minutes. He was like, so fast? Right? So he was recovered from death, to be honest. And then later on, he has something called pacemaker plates. All right? And then he thought he was gone from the soccer ball game already because he had heart issues, right? No, he went back. This is what determination. He went back, and then in the friendly match 2026, Denmark versus Ukraine, drop again. Okay, this one is called determination. I don't know. This one is stupid or determination. I don't know. But anyway, he went back, and then he dropped again. Again, the same thing. No collision happened, no trauma. He just walk, drop. He has some. So they also found him in no pulse or started the CPR, but the pacemaker kicked in itself, and then he recovered. So by the time he was escorted out, he was awake. So he survived. Whether he would participate in another match again, I'm not sure. All right, but this is what happened to him. So he's the lucky one, right? Okay, I'll show you. Malaysia, a lot of this kind of news, right? Badminton, right? Right? So this uncle in Sungai Petani, not my patients, but I heard from my friend. Sungai Petani, playing badminton, after maybe like 1 hour or two, he was just telling his friend, hey, I feel a bit dizzy. That happened to you, right? Sometimes I feel a bit dizzy. I just want to go there and then sit down on the bench. So before he reached the bench, what happened? Drop. So you must be asked, come in the drama, right? You watch Korean drama. Before they die, they'll for 10 minutes before they drop, right? Right? How this no? It's like within a second drop. You notice that? That's the dangerous part. If like the Korean go 10 minutes, ambulance will come, the Prime Minister also come, nothing happened. And actually survive. Notice that? The one survive. The one no sound one, the one afraid. Because usually they do not time. This uncle didn't survive. By the time actually ambulance came, he was pronounced dead. Okay? Then you see, okay, so maybe middle-aged or old people have this problem. Okay, I'll show you another example. I don't know her, but I read about her news. Her name is Alexandra Toms. She's only 26-year-old in Australia. Okay? Australia, Hansing, where are you? Australia. So this one in Australia, she's a very bubbly girl, very healthy, go to gym, do Pilates and all that, right? So every night she lives alone, by the way. Okay, the parent lives in the other town. So every night she's going to communicate with the parents. Every night she was call the parents. So that day is actually, I should remember the date, 27 August 2023. It's a Sunday. So you call it and show the parents what he cooked. That's it. After that, call on the parents and talk about all the nonsense, the cat, the pet, and blah blah blah. Okay, done. She placed her handphone beside the bed and went to sleep for the last time of her life. Because she called the parents every day, right? So it's good that you call someone every day. The next morning, the parents waited for the call. And they waited and waited, nobody called. So parents thought, maybe she's busy, because 26-year-old, a lot of things to do, right? So parents said, maybe she's busy. That's okay, we wait for another day. On the 29th, remember 27 happened? 29th that day, the parents said, something's wrong. So they went to her house and found there's a lot of, the deliveries of Grab food and all that. It's all there. No one picked up. Knock on the door, no one answered. Is it a good thing or bad thing? It's not so good, right? They called the police, broke into it, they found her, slept. But there's no signs of any struggle. Initially, the police said, I told the parents don't go in and see it. Insisted, and they saw their daughter because just asleep. There's no signs of struggle or miserable thing, but she's gone. So young people, whether you play badminton or not, you're still at risk. She didn't play badminton. She played Pilates. Okay, now the question is why? right? How come all these young, old, even athletic, remember Ericsson is an athlete, soccer, all have the same problem. Why? Now, I'll tell you a story first. Many, many years ago, I see my bio laugh already. There was a body part. You know, Apple has an Apple part. So we also have a body part. This is founded by one of the very famous entrepreneur. It's called Mr. Yu. Yu lah. Mr. Yu founded the world's best company. Isn't the best company? Because you can create anything you want. So he created the company and founded this company. But the thing is, this boss is very easily influenced by others. Okay, so what happened? Now, he has a lot of department. Department of digestion, department of thinking, department of urination, whatever lah. The CEO is not Kikoju, Mr. Brain. Okay? So Mr. Brain is the COO. You notice there's some CEO not there. So who is the CEO? God is the CEO. You know, the GM, you're not too big, but you can control everything. Yeah, Mr. CEO. Important, this fellow. In the whole company, he runs everything. He stopped working, you're done. So you know, since when he started working? When you were like a cellular thing, like 5.5 to 6 weeks, he started beating already. So this Mr. CEO important, right? Important people get more money, right? As usual, right? The higher in the organization chart, you get more money. Okay? So Mr. Yu, your boss, gives salary 31,000 ringgit, not ringgit Malaysia, dollars. Good? If this is your salary, good? This is your salary, you will still sit here. I don't know. Okay, so he gets salary $31,000 dollars. Okay, this is his salary. If you have this kind of salary, do you think you work hard or you're lengang? You work very hard, right? So Mr. CEO worked very hard every day, never stop. Okay. At first, you work so hard, you tired or not? Tired, right? So he also tired. But when this Mr. CEO just becomes CEO, like maybe the first 10, 20 years, when you get tired, the boss take care of him. Oh my God, you're so tired already. So they got reward. Boss got reward. CKLCC also. So the boss will give the hard Mr. CEO reward when CEO is younger. Okay. As time goes on, maybe about 30 years already, your employee, you're going to the company for 30 years, no one cares about you anymore, right? Because you're just one pillar of the company. The people think, okay, you're there, take it for granted. So what happened is, come with gossiper. Company got gossiper, right? The one that didn't do a lot of work, but say a lot of things, right? So here come two persona. One is Mr. Ignorant. The other is misconception. These two come. So these two fellows come into the company, what do? They look at Mr. Hart and say, what the hell they do? You get what I mean? Every day do the same thing. Jump there, keep jumping. Do the same thing. It's not like the department of hair, you can cut short, cut long, right? And then department of skin, get laser or whatever. Mr. CEO do nothing. What he does every day? Jump lah. That's it. So they start to gossip. Why is get so much money? No, shouldn't be, right? Then more people join, you know. You have Miss Sugar join, Madam Fat join, Mr. High Cup join, Mr. Sweetener also join. One gang, you know. All join together, you have the leader, right? Because even gossiper has to have leaders. So they join, they answer to this Miss Call. Miss Call is the last name, you know the first name? Lestro. Very good. First name is Lestro. So under her guidance, she gathered everybody, okay, gossip. Then another boss, you know. The boss is Italian. You know what's it? Don't know already, never mind. Mr. Atoroma, Italiana. Okay, Mr. Atoroma. This Mr. Atoroma has power. Just now all the Miss Call, they all down there, they can talk, but no power. The one can speak to Mr. Boss is Mr. Atoroma. So what he tells the boss, no need to give so much money. 31,000, you know. You can wait, you can do it, invest on the department of skin. Correct? Or you get on department of hair, department of eyes, department of eyebrow. Don't invest on this stupid Mr. CEO. Because nothing he does, right? Everything he does, jump. Okay, so the boss believe or not? Believe, right? Because easily influenced, right? This fellow. So what he does? Initially 31, right? Drop 3,001. If this is you, you're getting salary 31K and then drop suddenly to 3,001, what would you do? You quit, right? Mr. CEO cannot. It was born like that. He cannot quit. So what he does? work. But you see, 31,000, 3,001, still work. But how do you feel when you work? Sad, right? You just want to kill everybody inside. So he still had to work because he had no choice. Then what happened? He has burden, am I right? Now you have money, but more work. And then what happened? Credit card, you cannot pay. Well, last time 31K, you can buy Lamborghini, you can buy Porsche, but now Proton, Peroda also a bit hard, right? Then the wife was angry, right? Because you have no time to eat dinner with me or something like that. So everybody angry, right? But what the Mr. CEO has to do? Work. Okay, he needs help. He started to sense the Mr. Boss listening. No, because the other will make bigger sound, right? But he's calling for help, but nobody cares about him. He says, just do your own job, just keep jumping. What do you want? You just jump. Oh, you want 31K? Next time you say more, I give you 3 and get 10 cents. So Mr. CEO shut down, right? He just shut up, right? Okay. Then he keep working. He never stopped because he know he cannot. What happened next? Drowning already. This time, would he tell Mr. Boss? I mean, you lah. He would try to, but Mr. Boss doesn't listen. Then what happened? One day, suddenly, Mr. CEO didn't come to work. What happened? Wow, now the boss very kanchong already. All the drama team, whatever, all come to resuscitate him. Everybody start to notice Mr. CEO. Is it too late? Too bad lah. After resuscitation, their maximum effort, RIP. You see, Mr. CEO important. The whole company depends on him, right? So when he collapsed, your beautiful body part, what happened? Collapse. But now Mr. Boss is too late to realize because everything done, your business all gone because of one person, Mr. CEO. You don't take care of him. You think he's extra, take him for granted. So you understand what I'm trying to say from this story? This story comes from this book. From the bottom of your heart. Bluff you wanna. No, this book, don't go popular and search this book. They don't sell. People say, are you crazy? I never heard this book before. This one AI. Okay, but you guys going to search popular. I think when I have a time, I read a book like that. Because sometimes I won't live forever, but I can leave something for the next generation, right? You also can write your own book. All right. Now, this is the very, very, very important message today. Being healthy is your responsibility. Not your wife, not your husband, not your kids, not government, not the whatever. It's your responsibility. The best weapon to hurt the one you love and who love you is destroy yourself. Because they'll be very sad. So you want to take revenge on your father, mother, destroy yourself. They're very sad, okay? So this is very important. It's your responsibility. No anyone. You have to take the responsibility. Heart. So I think you saw this picture before, am I right? It's the heart, and then you have spent all the veins and the arterial supply to the whole body. So Mr. CEO, right? Now, this is a large heart. To understand how heart works, heart also receives blood supply, am I right? It doesn't just go like that and then charge like EV, right? So you need blood supply, am I right? Okay. Here, you see something there? Aorta. Our heart have 4 chambers, right? So you have the right and left, we call it atrium, right and left ventricles. The ventricles are the big room to pump the blood. That's the important one. Then this big aorta came from what we call left ventricle. So when the left ventricle pumps, it goes to aorta. Beside the aorta, there are 2 openings. Of course, you're never going to see it, right? By the time you see, I don't think it's not a good thing. There are 2 orifices. These are the 2 orifices that supply the blood to the heart because it branches out to right side coronary artery, left coronary artery. We call it RCA, LCA. Then LCA gives rise to left. Now I have to stand here. Left anterior descending artery. We call it LAD. This vessel is actually the most common to be blocked by all these plaque, right? Then up there you have a right carotid and left carotid. So what these 2 vessels do, supply blood to your brain. Okay, remember this because later there's quiz. Understand? All right, no prize. So you don't have to be so excited, no prize. Now this one, what is heart attack? D, myocardial infarct. Anyone? Gunshot to the heart, arrhythmia. Some of us will be like, what is all this nonsense? It's like dishes, like Italian dish. don't be sad, because this afternoon I was asking my medical student, because they get confused. Heart attack, does it mean CAD, IHD, or MI? Very confusing. We explain it one by one. The correct answer is D, myocardial infarct. So we call it MI. In the emergency room, you will see this patient have MI, heart attack. Okay. Now remember this heart? All right. This heart, let's say, remember this is the artery that's supplied to the heart. If the coronary artery get blocked by atheroma, remember the Italian guy? By atheroma, this is what we call CAD, coronary artery disease, Mandarin 冠心病. Okay? When you have the blockage, if it's less than 70% or 75%, you are asymptomatic, means nothing. You feel nothing. You won't be coughing or you won't be doing short of breath, nothing, most of the time. But if this blockage has caused insufficient blood supply to the muscle of the heart, then you have something. You feel short of breath or pain, and this is what you call ischemic heart disease. This is most of the time patient came to us is this, IHD. But I can tell you, some people have high tolerance for pain. Even here, they don't come. They thought it's badminton lah, pickleball lah, massage too hard lah, things like that. And you miss the windows. So be careful with this. Okay, when this had happened, you have blockage, and the muscle damage is irreversible. That means no more blood supply, everything blocked, right? All black already. This is what we call the MI, myocardial infarct, heart attack. And this is the one that you have a lot, the one, the drama, the Korean drama, 10 minutes, this one. Okay? So this is actually, if you have this, quite some patients survive. Quite some patients survive. I'll tell you about the sudden death. Now, if this one not being taken care of, let's say you 10 minutes, nobody come, 20 minutes, nobody come, no more already lah. Silent. All right? Then is RIP, done. It will call it asystolic. That means if I put not mine, put the EKG on your chest, you'll be something like that. You watch a drama like this, boom, 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 thingy, that one. This one. So the one called asystolic, basically is a done deal lah. Okay? Now, answer this question. A heart is functional as long as beating, true or false? Hey, you're like a medical student. Every time they answer, I just give an expression, they will change. I give an answer, they change again. What's that? Interesting. So it's not based on knowledge, but based on how the lecturer looked like. A heart is functional, true or false? False, huh? How you know? Okay, because a lot of people think is the heart is beating, it should be working. Am I right? Heart is beating, what? Why is it not working? That's the problem. This is the main thing about sudden death. In the heart, so the answer is really false. Okay, the answer is false. It's not just beating, but has to beating effectively. Okay? So a lot of people surprised that it's a false. When I say false, some of my students are like, what? Medical student, that means they're going to treat you when they graduate. They also say, what? So be careful, so don't be sick. This is the future of the doctors. Okay, anyone have this done before? We call it ECG or EKG, right? It looks like the stock market of Malaysia. Do you understand? When the doctor, they just pretend, okay, you look good. Do you understand what they're talking about? But you trust them, Oh, I see. Interesting. Because doctor, right? I can tell you, just take care of yourself. Because I teach in med school, so just take care of yourself. So, I'll tell you a joke if I have time. So, this is what we call EKG. So, have you wondered where all this come from? Why there's line like that? Because there's electrical impulses. They're capturing that. So this is the enlarged, that means the doctors are looking at, do you have a P wave? This QRS come from a P wave, and then you have a T wave, do you have inverted T wave? This is what they're looking for. So if everything is fine, then they're it's good lah. But to be honest, sometimes I also don't know what they're looking for. Okay? Nowadays, AI can actually read better than the doctor. They did a study, cardiologist and then AI. The AI won. Scary, So you still want to see doctor? No lah, doctor have experience, okay? Because in the heart, if you take it off and you see, there's something called SA node. Okay? SA node means sinoatrial nodes. is the node that start to initiate the electrical impulse. They will send to the AV node, and the AV node will send to all the heart so that your heart pumps regularly and effectively because you have a current there. Okay? So at the end, what happened to the heart? It becomes like that. So this is a good heart. That means atrium pump first, then relax, then this one pump. So it becomes very effective. You pump enough blood coming out, right? This is a good heart, effective, you're alive. Now what happened is, when this heart is pumping, so you deliver blood out, right? The blood also go back to the heart, remember that? The coronary arteries goes back. So when that happens, it goes to, you just imagine at the end of this blood vessel is a vital organ, can be brain, can be your hand, can be your intestine, right? This is the vital organ. So the blood flow through a good vessel, it will flow something we call luminal flow. That means contract, relax, contract, relax. So it's a good luminal flow. That's what we want. I'm not sure you guys had go to the hospital, they did a Doppler on you, then you heard they want. If you have vascular issue, they will do that. If you don't have, they usually don't. It's a machine they put on your pulse. And then you heard never. Okay, good. That means your vessel is good. So this luminal flow is normal flow. Now what happened is you're introduced to this. I don't know what age. Some people are 4-year-old, some people 5-year-old. But this is, we must go through it. It's like an exam, right? And we all pass with flying colors. After you're introduced to this, and without knowledge, actually, who said cannot eat nasi biryani? If let's say, I told my patient, if I live in Malaysia, I cannot eat curry, I cannot eat, what's it called, nasi biryani. What for I live in Malaysia? You get what I mean? Go back to US, eat all the boring stuff, right? There's no American here. But it's true, Malaysian food is very flavor. It's very flavorful. So after you introduced to this, then what happened? All the friend came already. Your LDL, remember? VLDL, triglyceride, all gang gathered together. Happy family. So when they gather together, what they do? Form gang. When the same mindset, people like us, right? We form gang here also, you know that, right? Outside people say, gang, we are the gang. So they also form a gang. They call atheroma, remember the Italian guy? And then more and more, so they build out. But the good thing is, this layer is called endothelium. It's a blood vessel. They can grow over it and cover it, somehow protect it. So you have a smooth surface, but it's blocked. But it's not blocked entirely, you saw that, right? So when this happens, your flow get affected, is true, but you still have flow. So this usually happen in what we call IHD. Patients have some problem. When they climb the floors, they feel short of breath. When they do badminton, they feel short of breath. Of course, if you climb 10 floors, you should be short of breath. What I mean is like 2 floors, 3 floors, like normally you climb, you're okay. Or you come from here, you're here to short of breath. But if you climb like 32 floors, you're short of breath, that's normal. Because everybody does, right? So this happens. And then some of us will feel chest pain, chest discomfort, okay? Usually the patient describes as something heavy sitting on my chest. So you listen to your parents when they describe, start listening, all right? So by that time, they might have this kind of symptom. Now, then, one fine day, don't know what happened. Either cold weather, your wife makes you angry, your husband makes you very angry, your kids makes you angry because of the mathematics, I don't know, okay? And there is, your leg will slip or something, there's a trigger, blood flow fast, something happened, the blood flow can actually go so fast and break this thing off. This is the dangerous part. So when this surface break off, what happened is, the broken off atheroma is what we call highly thrombotic. What does it mean by thrombotic? It's very easy to attract platelets. Platelets is the one that form the clot, you know that, right? But it's help you to stop bleeding as well. So when this is broken, it's highly thrombotic. So who came? It's like coming and WhatsApp everybody. WhatsApp the platelet, not everybody. So platelet will come. Oh, you call me? I come. When the platelet come, everybody come. Not just 1 or 2. Everyone come. What do? They gather together and completely block the whole thing. At this point, it's called thrombus, they change name. So when you see, this is a complete obstruction, right? There's no blood flow anymore to go to the end organ. So you're done there. Now what happened? Just like just now, remember Mr. CEO get $31,000? Zero now. It's a zero now. So no blood flow, what happened to the end organ? If this is the heart, so fast die. Not yet. Especially your lack of sleep. especially you are under stress, especially in the cold weather. That's why MI happens a lot in the winter in USA. Usually because winter starts about October in Boston. Actually, Boston every day is also winter. Boston, usually, because of why we remember, we surgery are very busy during summertime. Medicine people, during winter, they are very busy. We got nothing to do. Because nobody will come and shoot each other and all that, right? In the winter, too cold already. Even you shoot also, bullet might not come out. So, no trauma. We are very free one with nothing to do, just linger around in the hospital. But the cardiology department are very busy. A lot of MI happen. So when that happens, so when you're stressed, lack of sleep and all that, stress hormone will come out. And what does stress hormone do? It constrict, meaning make your blood vessels smaller. Imagine, block already, somehow smaller. So what happen? Go crazy lah. So your heart also go crazy, you know. But when your heart go crazy, they don't shout. Because Mr. CEO never shout. You never see CEO shout, right? When they are depressed, whatever, they just keep jump, they don't shout. Right? They just jump. So they actually go crazy. Now, heart go crazy in the way of electrical shock. Initially, remember this, SA node, and then they travel to the AV node, so your heart pumps effectively. Now it doesn't, because everyone is fired up. So here, fire, everyone is fired up. Now you can imagine the heartbeat as they become. Yeah, fast. On normal heart, right, we call it sinus rhythm. Effective rhythm, sinus rhythm. Of course, there is sinus tachy, means too fast. Sinus brady means too slow. You don't have to remember all that, unless you're taking an exam. This is the EKG of a normal heart. Remember just now, you have a P wave, QRS, and T wave. Okay, when everyone is fired up, the heart beats like that. You can take a picture, whatever. The heart beats like that. We call it VFib, ventricular fibrillation. Of course, before VFib, there's something else, but don't worry, this is the end result. And you look at the EKG. Now it's the New York kind of stock market already. Right? Do you think this heart can pump blood out effectively? No. So when we attach EKG to the patient, they always show like that. And you can imagine there's no blood being pumped out to the brain or to the heart, nothing. So what happened is, you remember the two arteries that connect to the brain? What's the name? Can you remember? But you remember Argentina won, This is called common carotid artery or carotid artery. Imagine, cut off. No, because the heart stopped, no more blood flow, am I right? It cut off to the brain, what happened to you? You lost consciousness almost immediately. That's why there's no pop. It just pop. Right? A lot of sudden death, because of this, they lost consciousness. Later on, the heart may have evolved into the MI and all that, but patient has lost consciousness. Done deal. So they cannot call for help. That's why sudden cardiac death, or we call it VFib, outside the hospital, the death rate is almost 100%. 100%. You have no choice. You have no chance. Every second counts. So you see, when the heart goes like that, it hurts, but patient is already unconscious. So they cannot call for anything. You got what I mean? Okay. Now, it can happen to anyone, am I right? Because on the news, when I see the news, somehow it doesn't choose anyone. Someone can be very healthy. Someone can be, you have multiple, like smoker or drinker like that. You cannot predict. That's the most dangerous thing. I cannot predict who is going to have cardiac death. Because some of them can be so healthy. Like Alexandra, the one that I just told you. Even soccer player, right? So how do we prevent this kind of thing? This is what important. Now, you know this, what is called H model? They use in aviation. You know, the aviation, the flight and all that. It says for every serious accident, there's 29 minor injury. For every 29 minor injury, there's 300 near misses. And for every 300 near misses, there are 3,000 unsafe acts, behaviors, or conditions. So you apply to this sudden cardiac death. Sudden cardiac death is a major event, right? And it's irreversible. You cannot say, I'm so sorry, I forgot to come back. It doesn't happen. For one cardiac sudden death, there's 29 things that we're supposed to catch, and we didn't. Or patients supposed to catch, but we didn't. For every 29, there's 300 signs and symptoms your heart trying to tell you, but you ignore. There's 3,000 behavior, your lifestyle, or your consumption that you didn't know was wrong. Then come up with the one serious accident, which is sudden death. So this one was taught to us in a medical school using aviation. I still remember my first day to go fellowship. They show us, you guys know one drama called Seconds Before Disaster. Oh, that one very nice. So our orientation day, they don't let us do the orientation and all that. They let us watch the movie. Seconds Before Disaster. Because they want us to understand every little step lead to very big event. So I think one of the most memorable orientation was that orientation. All right. So know what Mr. CEO liked. What Mr. CEO like? Adequate rest. Then you ask yourself, I slept okay. I slept from 3 a.m. to the next day 3 p.m. Adequate? That one is not sleep. That's coma. You sleep, the duration has to be correct, and your timing has to be correct. So what's the correct timing? Before 9, that's too early. Better is before, if for practicals, all right? 11 p.m. Before 11. To be honest, if you want to really stick to it, it's 10 p.m. Because 10 to 11, or 10 to 11, I think, at 10 to 12 a.m., there are 4 hormones in your body that protects you. It's a God-given gift. If you don't sleep, too bad, you return to it. Okay? So try. Sleep before 11 if you can. Sleep means you sleep. Not you go to the bed, open up Facebook, until 2. Sleep is you slept. Okay? You slept already. So at this called adequate rest. And please don't sleep until 3 p.m. that kind. They want to really coma. You can sleep about 7 hours, so you can wake up 6 a.m., 7 a.m. No problem. All right? Second, suitable or appropriate move. So that doesn't mean that tomorrow all go and carry the tire. Right? I cannot. If you do that, you might get hernia or whatever. So appropriate means something that fits you. Okay? Not everybody can do gym. Not everyone can do Pilates. Not everyone can run marathon. You have to find something that suits you. Maybe it's a Tai Chi. So how to know? Find a coach. They learn so much to teach us, so pay the fees lah. Okay, so don't do it. I go YouTube also can. But how do you know that the movement is correct? You still need a coach, so spend the money. And plus, if you spend money, you will go. Right? You don't pay gym? No, you go by your determination and get nonsense. Not nonsense, actually. Sometimes it happens. But for gym, I think for us, it's a bit tough. To get the shoes done in order to walk to the gym to do the things yourself. But you have a PT, you pay already, die, you'll go, right? That's why I pay. All right. The other 3 things that you can do, right? Everybody can do. CoQ10, omega-3 protein. This is what the heart likes. Now, for me, what I take, Nutrilite CoQ10. CoQ10, people say, very expensive, correct? If you go pharmacy, also, no matter what brand, expensive, right? Do you know why? But some you also cheap. 90 ringgit also got. Why? Because they are manufactured different. In the market, there are 3 types. So one is they're using a microbiome, using a microbe to ferment and then come up with the enzyme. Imagine you have to come up with the microbiology and then study and then produce the enzyme. Expensive. Do you think we can do it at home? I don't think so, but if you can, let us know. So this is the most expensive one, usually 300 and above on the market, regardless brand. Then there's a second type, synthetic and natural combined. So those are the one in 100 you can buy. And then the cheapest one at 90 ringgit or 50 ringgit, the one is the synthetic one. Not to say you eat synthetic, you die. It won't happen that way. Otherwise, it won't be on the market. It just means that the natural one or the fermentation by the microbiome one, more suitable to human body. Some of my friends give it to the dog. To the dog and the cat, the pets. Wow, I say, my goodness. I also never eat so expensive. Your cat eat coenzyme Q10. Okay? So need to know the price range. Why is it so different? Because the manufacturer is different. Then next thing you ask me, Nutrilite is which one? What do you think? Number 1, natural fermentation. That's why it's expensive. Right? Give Nutrilite applause. It's a lot of work. And I take this because of another thing. You see the plus thing? We also like plus one. The free give, then we go line out, right? Anything plus we go on, regardless, beside body size. Okay, so this plus, what do we plus? We have L-carnitine, taurine, and citrus plus, right? Why do they need that? Okay, L-carnitine, what does it do? Because you understand that is actually used on mitochondria. which is the powerhouse of every cell, including cardiac cells, right? L-carnitine can convert fat into energy also. So people say even to keep fit and all that, this is what you need. But there's no evidence or solid study to say if you take L-carnitine, you lose weight. Yeah. They just know that by physiology tests, L-carnitine, you have enough energy. And they specifically transfer fat into energy. Okay? Now, taurine. What does taurine do? Okay, taurine is also important. It's one of the amino acids that help to stabilize electrical impulses around the cells. Remember the cardiac death? It's because the impulses go haywire. Taurine can stabilize it. But when you have someone, you see someone suddenly collapse, don't just keep doing taurine to the patient. Don't do that. It helps to stabilize. Okay, it helps to stabilize. Citrus antioxidant, because you understand that for thermal to form, you need inflammation as well. It's part of the process. Okay, next thing, fish oil. I also take why. You know, in the market, there are two types of fish oil, right? TE and EE. Right, for those who have been in this business for a while, E type, it's the type that you need to metabolize by the liver first, right? And the TE type is naturally adapted by the human being. So neutral one, TG type is a TG type. And the other thing I like it is they also put it tocopherol. Why is that? So fish oil is something very easily oxidized. They're very easily oxidized. So you need some fish oil, they put a tocopherol. So the scientists of this company thought ahead. Rather than I need to take care of it, they thought ahead. That's why I take it and I recommend to my patients, even my father takes it. Next, protein. Okay. Why, a lot of people ask, why this protein? How come wheat protein can? The gym protein. If you have money, go ahead. The thing why I like this is, remember, you see, they don't just take from one protein source, one piece, right? They take from the wheat, the soybean, and the peas, right? Why they're so free? Why they didn't choose nangka, then durian, and then rambutan and join together? Think it's better. How come? They actually study. Soybean is actually one of the plant food, right, that contains almost 4 essential amino acids. Besides, I think it's methionine. They don't have it. They need another 2 to complement it. So the scientists thought of it, okay, let's put these 3 together to give you 9 essential acids. To be honest, if you look at the label, they're more than 9. They're actually more than 9. And then calorie very small, so that you don't gain weight. Okay? If your friend tell you, I cannot drink protein, I will gain weight. How? This one scoop, you know how much calorie? 4 kcal. One what's it called? The biscuit, the sota pia. How many calorie? 15 or 20, you know. So you tell me you drink this fat, you eat sota pia, you won't get fat. How is it even possible? It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Scientists or any doctor, things my mentor told me in surgery, things have to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, investigate more. It's either your treatment is wrong or your diagnosis is wrong. Things have to make sense. Okay. Now, another important thing, see doctor lah. Just now, you won't say, don't want to see doctor. Okay lah, you don't see us, never mind. You see the nurse, also can. But you have to see someone, do your annual checkup. What I meant you. Some, even my father always say, don't want to go annual checkup. Later I check, got this, got that, and I got scared. It's true. But if you don't know, lagi scared. Just like, do you afraid of your friend who you can see or the friend that you cannot see? Which one you afraid? You hear a sound, you turn around, you see one body, you are okay, or you turn around, nobody. Make sense or not? That's why, know the answer. You found the problem, it's okay. Solve it. If there's a problem, there must be a solution. Solve it, that's all. So I tell my dad, it's okay, go. Nowadays, the parents listen, they actually go for checkup. Now, during checkup, you draw blood, right? Your annual checkup, they will draw blood, right? Most of the time, we have this cholesterol lipid panel, remember? You have the cholesterol, TG, HDL, LDL. Nowadays, there are 3 more tests. If let's say your family has a high cardiovascular risk, or you have the symptom of that, we actually recommend you to go for a cardiac panel, specifically for cardiac. One is what we call apolipoprotein B. I call it ApoB lah. Okay, what is this? Remember your LDL? LDL is something not good, right? 2 patients can have the same level of LDL and different level of ApoB. ApoB is the one that can travel and form the atherosclerosis. So the more important is actually ApoB. Okay? So, but most of the tests, general, the annual tests won't include this, unless your doctor think you're high risk, or you have manifestation, you have some symptom, you're high risk, then specifically order that for you. Okay? The other one is called, this is the common thing, I'm sorry. So we target for general population, we target less than 90. But if you have, or your family have this cardiovascular risk, for example, you had heart attack before, your parents have heart attack at a young age, that means your risk factor is high, then we should tighten the level for you. Okay? So this is all ApoB. Another one we test nowadays called lipoprotein A, that you also usually not in the annual checkup. This is important. Why? Because it's genetic. Meaning you exercise, you eat curry chicken or not, it remain the same. So you will see two response from the patient. One kind of patient is, like that. So I exercise also no use. Then they will look at the uncle, look at the wife, you see, doctor say, exercise no use. See, diet no use. So the uncle will be like, eat everything lah. Since no use ma. This is the first response. Is it correct? No, if you are tested high risk, that means my control to you are more stringent. You get what I mean? It should be that way. So people can eat 3 KFC, you can eat 1 only. It's more stringent. It's not that I cannot do anything. Too bad. No, like that. It means if let's say you're high risk, your wife have to watch you even more closer. Okay? It's a genetic test. Genetic in origin. You only need to test once in your lifetime to know whether you're high risk, low risk, intermediate. That's it. You do not need to repeat every year. Okay? The other one we test nowadays, HS-CRP. Okay? This is actually a protein that produced by liver. So CRP is actually regularly tested. CRP is to see whether you are inflamed. Or the other, CRP, this is what we test. But HS, highly specific, means even if you have the plaque, whether it's stable or not. So patient with high risk, then they have higher risk of getting cardiovascular event, including sudden death. So these are the 3 things. If you're high risk, you might want to discuss with your patient, with your doctor, to do this kind of tests. So that's why doctor want to see you, right? They want to talk to you. If you see AI, how to talk? Actually, AI also can. Next time, I think next time it will evolve into you talk to AI. All right? Okay. Now, if let's say your friends or yourself already have symptom, that means you climb a floor, you feel chest pain. Okay? You get angry, you want to scold your kid, you get chest pain. Or you argue with your husband, you get chest pain. There's a sign, so you are symptomatic, right? Or sometimes short of breath. You do a little bit, short of breath. Driving, carry 2 packs of chicken, short of breath. Those are what we call symptomatic. You have symptom already. What you should do? See doctor lah. This one have to see doctor already. This one, don't say, it's okay lah, this massage thing. Please, it's okay if let's say you are too sensitive. You come to the doctor to say, it's okay, just some information in your chest wall, that's it. It's better that way, right? Rather than something serious, we don't know, and the next time we see the patient is in the newspaper. Right? I don't like to see my patient on the newspaper because nothing nice. Right? So if you have this, then we'll recommend you go for treadmill. Have anyone done this before? Right? So you run, and then we'll test the EKG machine, and then we test the blood pressure cuff to see whether you're okay. So if let's say you cannot run, how? Some patient have knee problem, you know that, right? They cannot run. Or they have some back problem, they cannot run. So we do chemical one. We'll inject medication to you as if you are exercising. And then we'll see the changes. So if this is positive, then you will refer to the cardiologist, and then they do CT angio. Last time they do conventional angio, that means they go to your hand, or right? Last time. But now, technology. We use CT angio. Their specificity is actually better. But this is not, what we call this is diagnostic. That means I can diagnose what's wrong with you, but I cannot take out the clot. Right? Conventional one go through your hand or the femoral. I saw the clot, I can take it out for you on the spot. That's the difference. But some people say, I don't want, what if I'm the small issues, I don't want the very invasive one, I just want the CT angio. This is good enough. This is quite good enough, okay? The picture came out something like that. You don't have to know. You see the stenosis, the doctor will tell you, this one, 90%, this one, blah, blah, blah. The doctor also asks, do you have diabetic? Because every medical condition that you have, you're treatment, management might be different. So sometimes you go to the hospital and say, this uncle have the same problem, this uncle got operation. This uncle never go. This uncle got PCI. How come? Because different stages, okay, different condition. Now, if let's say you're like that already, what do you do? Rest. I think you should go emergency room or I think you rest, Don't know. The next person you see is God or Jesus or Amitabha already, I tell you. I think you should go emergency room or, okay? So if you already have this problem during exercise or something, you feel miserable, don't rest, die. You have to go emergency room or find someone or shout already because you need someone to help you. Okay, so now come to something important. These are small little things that you should pay attention. For example, chest discomfort. Okay, palpitation means you can feel your heartbeat. You can actually feel it. My mom asked me, of course you can feel it. I will die already. Different. I don't know how to describe it. Palpitation is like, you know when you feel it. You know when you can feel your heartbeat. I think the best is when you run, run 100 meters, your heart rate increase tremendously in a short period of time, you feel that. Okay, this is what we call palpitation. Breathlessness, short of breath, this one you know. Cold sweat, fatigue, shoulder and back discomfort. Careful, I have a patient, the heart attack sign was neck pain. Neck pain. Some of the patient, now everybody's like, oh, you shit. It's good. If I can scare you, it's good. Then you go for checkup, right? So one of my patients is already neck pain. He just said, I feel like very not. Then the next day he had a heart attack, the real heart attack, but he survived. He's not he got not the one that dropped. Okay, so all this fatigue, dizziness, be careful, especially unexplained. That means so last time you do the same thing, you're okay. Now you do the same thing, you feel shortness of breath, you do fatigue. But be careful, sometimes I think dizziness, when I see my downline PVA, sometimes I feel dizzy. So this one you also adjust yourself. Okay? So cold sweat, so sometimes. Okay, so this one adjust yourself, but things that has been done like that before, there's a deviation. My mentor always told me, look for deviation for normality. Okay? Good. Now, this is important. Let's say touch wood, where's the wood? Touch wood, one day we are the patient. Okay? We listen, blah, blah, blah. One day we feel weak, and then we know we're about to collapse. There will be a short period of time you know you're going down, but it's very short. What to do? Stop anything you're doing. Okay, stop, because it makes sense. When you move around, the blood supply to the heart decrease already, right? But the demand increase. So you're going to have more risk. So stop whatever you're doing. I have a patient, he's a 35-year-old. He was having short of breath when taking hot shower. Be careful, sauna, all this. So he was taking hot shower, and then suddenly he feels short of breath. He fainted in the bathtub. But thank God, he's not so thin. So when he fainted, there's a loud bang. So the next door, he got a roommate. So he always live with somebody. The roommate found, what the hell? So the roommate went in and saw him down. But he's still a bit confused. He's conscious. The worst thing the roommate did was carry him. They stay on the second floor. Carry him. I said, you can walk. He said, okay. Carry him and walk down the stair. By the time he reached the stair, gone. So knowledge important, no? Important, right? That's why my mentor always say, knowledge is power. Last time I don't understand. Why knowledge is power? You cannot charge anything. Right? Now I understand. Knowledge is power. So stop anything you're doing, just stop. Rest. Like this one rest, correct lah. This one rest. But if you still can, if you still can call for help. This is very, very important. Because before you black out, you collapse, that phone call can save your life. So in your phone, make sure you have the apps. I don't know how lah. Speed dial to the person that respond. To the person, like some of your downline, you text them, you die already. Next live when you come, they haven't replied. Don't save this kind of phone number. Speak down means person that's reliable will return to you immediately. Okay? So this is very important. If you don't go for help, your chance is very low. It's very, very low. Nothing much you can do. Let's say you have heart attack before. Definitely your doctor asks you to carry aspirin or GTN. Definitely. So you have it, take it. if you have it. But let's say this is your first time, touch wood, this is our first time, no medication, stop. Don't go walk to Watson and buy the aspirin or all that shit. Okay, so just stop, wait for help. Nothing else you can do, to be honest lah. Nothing else you can do. But can you do your CPR yourself? I don't think so. So that's why always go to the place that a lot of people want. Okay, your chances of survival is higher. Okay, now let's say, so now you understand. Sudden cardiac death, who is the most important one? Because the patient couldn't do much, right? Who is the most important person? Bystander. So you walk. But most of them walk the other way. Don't, try your best. Okay? But in the USA, there's a law of good Samaritan. I'm not sure in Malaysia whether there is. That means you have to get consent. I want to save you, is it okay? Otherwise, they sue you back on. But even they sue me back, in the court, I can use the laws of good Samaritan to protect myself. But some country don't have this law. So if they sue you, you also have to go to court. Okay? So bystander, extremely important. And most of the time, we will be the bystander, am I right? Because we go pickleball, we go here, we will be the bystander. So what can we do? Okay, first, call for help. Don't so ganchong, so gang ho, listen to the thing, I'm going to save this patient. Call for help. Have any one of you done CPR on a real person before? You did? Real person. Oh, Kingsley, real person and the person survive. I think that is more important. Real person and the person survive. Got it? Okay, no. To be honest, someone needs CPR quite done. But in hospital, yes lah. In hospital, do you know how much of energy you need to do? A lot, right? Even my one of my resident, big chunky, wow, like big muscle. They do the CPR. The most they can do 2 rounds, and then they short of breath already. So if you don't call for help, by the time the help come, 2 body. You know what I mean? One is the original one, the other is you lah. So please, first thing you see people drop, call for help. 911. Here is not 911. 999. And then there's a digital thing, right? My mom said that digital thing. If you want to die, you already have to figure out how to put the alarm. Oh, you die already. It's true also. So call for help. I mean, just shout also can. If you are in a place that's like Mid Valley Garden, shout. People say, hey, someone's down. Some people would know, come and save. Okay, check for pulse. This one, today learn. Check for pulse. Where? People always check here, right? Ming Hao's correct. You pulse, check for the carotid pulses. This is the last pulse to lose. Close is the closest to the heart. Okay? But don't press 2 sides. You speed up the process. One side, just press 1 side. If you press 2, no need to call 999. You call Nirvana already. Okay? Very important. Press 1. In exam, medical student, you press 2, fail. That's it. Okay? Press 1 and then check whether. Sometimes you are too nervous. You don't know it's patient one or yours one, right? So regardless, okay? If you're really not sure, you're too nervous already. First time see people down, right? Most of the time you will feel like there's none. Okay, you assume there's none. Then what you do to the CPR? Okay, if there's no pulse, start CPR. At the same time, call for AED. You guys know what is AED, right? The defibrillator. This is extremely important. Very, very important. So you start a CPR, call for someone, can you get the AED? Most of the time nowadays, I think in public place, AED is everywhere. Right? AED is everywhere. If patient has pulse, you put a patient in recovery position. I will show you later. All right? Okay. CPR, you know where to put your hand? Not leg, don't do this. Hand, and then, you step on it. Don't step patient. Use hand, So you cross your hand, how do I say it? You're going to bone in the chest, right? At the end of it, it's almost like, okay, whatever you press doesn't matter anymore. Just make sure it's not the belly. Don't press people's belly. She vomit, also speed out the process. Okay? Chest, you know it's chest. Okay, press on the chest. Your elbow should be straight, because you're using your body to press. How deep to press, 5 centimeters. You're going to hear the bone break. Chest, you're going to hear, and the whole thing just soft. You're going to hear it. Then you are doing effective CPR. Don't do this. You are massaging the patient. Okay, she won't wake up one. 5 cents. That's why I said CPR is not easy. It's not easy. Even our MO in the hospital, they do 2 rounds, all sweating already. It's not easy, okay? If you know how to do, that's why you need to call for help. You are tired, the other one take over. That's why there's no 2 body, 1 body, right? Then call for AED. So you need to know how to use AED. AED is very easy to use. It's easier than our, what's it called? A-Fire, to be honest, really. Okay, later I'll show you the full one, later you'll see. This is how AED look like. Red color. They won't put white or blue, they kind of color, because they want you to see. Okay? No lock one. So you don't have to ask for key. This one, put down, you can take the whole thing. Free of charge. No one is going to charge you. Okay? After that, there's 2 pads. And then they will tell you where to put some more. Okay? One put on the chest, the other go to the side. They will tell you which pad to go where. Then you analyze. So there's a button. Analyze button. They actually write it. So you analyze. Then you have 2 outcomes. First outcome is what we call VFit. That means there's a rhythm. You can see there's a rhythm, right? So this kind of rhythm is shockable. Shockable means everybody up, then you press the button, shock. So the AED will deliver the shock to the patient, try to return the rhythm to sinus. Okay? But hands off, otherwise you also, later you collapse, he wakes up, he has to do for you. So hands off. Okay? If you put on the patient asystolic, remember this thing? No rhythm at all, don't shock the patient. It's done deal. If you shock the patient, you just shock the patient. You just shock him, but there's no effect at all for the patient. Asystolic, continue EPR. So EPR, continue CPR. All right? Now, so this one don't shock. Patient wake up already or resume breathing or resume the heart rate, heartbeat, you put the patient to recovery position. Why we do this is because if they vomit, in case you press the belly just now, the vomiters will come out and don't swallow back or choke themselves. So this is what we call recovery position. All right? So take picture, because this is the most important thing as a bystander we can do. Don't be afraid to save people, because you never know. You return someone's daughter, you return someone's father, because of you, the whole family thank you. And then they give you flower, but the most important, ask them to join and then you get PV. Okay, fine. That one is Joe. So this is what we can do. Now, is there any cost for us to train ourselves? Yes. You can actually go to BLS training. BLS stands for the Basic Life Support Provider. Anyone can join. There's another advanced version called ALS. The one doctor can join. ATLS also doctor can join, but this one everyone can join. So at least you know how to do an effective CPR, how to use AED. You never know, at one day you save someone's life, right? Okay, talk about data. Why is it important as a bystander? And why is it important to take care of yourself? Because as I told you, VFit, if it happened outside the hospital, no one's with any help, you'll survive 0. That's why you see a lot of news, they collapse, done deal. Sometimes even they collapse, there's a lot of people, but they don't know what to do, also done deal, right? So if you had not had any help, your survival is almost 0. But let's say you're initially shockable, remember? You have the rhythm, 13 to 15% treated promptly. 30 but 15 is quite high already, you know that. It's very high already. So treated properly, patient can go home to their kids, to their parents. If you have CPR and AED within 3 to 5 minutes, 50 to 70% they can survive. Because for every delay, survival drop 10%. That means after 10 minutes, bye lah. So never, not to say, of course you see someone down, you're going to save the patient, right? Especially happen in flight, they'll call any doctor and everybody's silent. Right? But you will definitely do you one. It's like they're very proud. What's that? I don't know why. I didn't volunteer. I just silent. But your friend, make sure your friend would definitely volunteer you. That's okay. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it's psychiatry attack. I don't know how to do. The psychiatry issue, then I don't know how to do. But something else. But I never, in plan, I was called 3 times. But never any life-threatening issue. Yeah, so thanks to your friend, I tell you. Okay, so as a bystander, now you understand? You are important. Because as the patient, most of the time, they can't do anything. Okay? But as the patient, what you can do, take care of yourself so that you don't become the patient. I think that is more important. Okay, so summary is that it all started with coronary artery syndrome, disease, CAD. And this is preventable. Then you tell me, Malaysia, so many nice food, how can eat? It's just like, you cannot stop the raining, right? If it starts to rain, you can say, excuse me. You cannot stop the raining, but you can choose to carry umbrella. Understand that? So I cannot say, okay, cannot draw nasi lemak, cannot draw nasi biryani, but you can choose how to eat properly, right? Okay, so from coronary artery disease, can go for ischemic heart disease. Then go for either MI or arrhythmia. And this can go to this at the end of the day. Of course, end of the day, see Jesus, see Abitofola. But don't until that stage. Okay, always prevent at this stage. Okay? Next, I want to show you another question. People like clean diet. Why so fast, one? You sure? But you always ask people to eat clean diet, right? One more fibers, suku power. You say one, right? Yeah, well, I don't know. Stress. Okay. I tell the answer first is false, okay? Now, the reason is 80% of the cholesterol made by liver, right? Not by this diet. But if you eat or drink oil every day, you can try. You also have trouble, right? Okay. A lot of things happen, you notice that these are the risk factors, right? These are the risk factors. Obesity issue, don't sleep, Facebook, FIFA. Next one is 3 a.m., right, I think. Something I forgot. 3 a.m., right? See, our friend knew. Alcohol abuse, high stress environment. So these are the how do I say, the risk factor for someone who has cholesterol. Even you just eat apple every day, you still can have this kind of issue. Why is it so? Obesity, you understand, right? Don't sleep. I told you before. If you sleep, how do I say, later than 11, whatever hormone that's trying to help your health, gone. And then you're going to have sympathetic, what we call sympathetic activation. Then your vessel get very narrow. So don't do that. 11, sleep lah. So today we go early. Okay, alcohol abuse, this one understand. Alcohol abuse. Abuse means you drink until drunk. That means 2 cups of red wine when you celebration, that's fine. Okay, you drink until drunk, that's called abuse. High stress environment, this one I cannot change. Right, this is your choice already. Your choice, and you have to fix the problem. Because you come to see doctor also, we cannot do anything. We ask you to take calcium law, magnesium law, meditation law, but you still have to take care of it. But you look at 1 to 4, the problem lies in addiction. You notice that? Right? Obesity, I like to eat food that is not healthy. Night owl, I need to sleep late because I want Facebook, I want TikTok. All these are addiction issues. So what I can do to solve addiction issue? I cannot solve your high stress. I really cannot solve your high stress until I become whatever. But I can solve your addiction issue. Why? Addiction to do with gut. It's everything to do with gut, addiction. No, I say one, no, Jimmy can't say. They did a lot of study. This microbiome since 2012, I started to hear about it. Okay, my mentor also did a lot of study. A lot of people do study about smoking issues, about obesity issues, about cardiovascular issues, everything, something to do with the gut. Why? Because in the gut, 3 things you just remember. If you eat healthy, remember just now I said clean diet. If you eat healthy, plus the good microbiome, the good one, it will produce short-chain fatty acid. That 3 things decrease your inflammation, number 1, decrease cholesterol absorption, number 2, and then decrease atherosclerosis, which is the hardening of the blood vessel. So these are what a good thing. On top of that, this one you like. Serotonin, dopamine. It is GABA. What do they do? Yeah, make you happy. Very happy. When you're happy, low stress, right? When you're happy, a lot of things goes well, right? The other thing, it makes you determined. So if your kids are like, whatever, the SPM or A-level, I don't want to study, fits the gut. Fit the gut that tomorrow they tell you A-level on the top destination. Oh, you'll be surprised. Wow, what happened to you? Okay, they'll tell you, Mom, Daddy, I want to top the nation, A-level. Guarantee, done deal. Determination. All right? Number 2, what can you do? You're craving to certain food. I have patients tell me, cannot, doctor, if I don't want to eat keropok, I cannot, I'll die. You heard about that before, right? Or I said, my patient likes to eat white bread. One patient, white bread with tuna. Tuna good, He said, tuna good what? With the sauce not good. Mayonnaise lah, everything add in. I'm so sorry, I cannot. He said, but you said tuna good. I said, yeah, tuna good, not the sauce. But he said, cannot, if I don't eat tuna, I cannot eat the bread, I'll die. I didn't die, No lah. Craving issue. So you have to spend time to explain to them, craving issue. So some of the patients, ice cream. They cannot cut ice cream. No matter they can cut a lot of stuff, the KFC, blah, blah, blah. Ice cream cannot. Die, need to eat. Why? Craving. So, good news is there's a sugar craving microbiome. There's also fat craving microbiome. Meaning, there's also fibers craving microbiome. There's also protein craving microbiome, am I right? So, remember your grandma told you are what you eat. Now it makes sense, huh? Last time I don't understand, you are what you eat. I eat pig, then what am I? Right? So now I understand you are what you eat is the gut issues. Okay, fix the gut. Okay. The third thing, leaky gut. What does it mean? When the gut is inflamed, so the normal gut cells, they lie to each other, very close to each other, so tight junction, right? When they're inflamed, then you see the gap. So what happened is, when you see the gap, all the nonsense that we ate, the small molecules or the digestive food or the protein, leak through the gap and go to the blood vessel and cause inflammation. So that is also a problem. So if you have taken care of your gut, all this issue taken care of. Then you won't add up to the and drop or the drop one. You won't be the patient, you might be the bystander. Okay? Now, what do I eat? This is very simple. Patient always asks me, there was one patient asked me, I lack of vitamin B. So what should I eat? Duh. I said, you lack of vitamin B and what should you eat? Vitamin C lah. B lah, right? So you lack of fiber, what do you do? If fiber, you lack of probiotic, what do you do? Probiotic. As easy as that. The hard question is what brand to choose. What to choose. This is the hardest one. But if you lack of something, eat that one lah. You lack of money, make some money lah. You get what I mean? So why I choose that? Because remember, the strength is quite important. Because today, even my medical student, I asked them, I quiz them today, Vitagen can drink. They're like, cannot. Why? It's a dessert. Good job. Right? It's actually, they are sweet. They are probiotic, but they are sweet. So more like a dessert than a probiotic. Now this probiotic, I like it because they have 5 strength. They can sustain acid, they can sustain alkaline. They're supposed to reach the colon, small intestine and colon to work for you. If you deliver a lot and they die in the gastric, then too bad lah. Waste of money. What's that? No. Okay. Fibers, this one also, you like a fiber, you eat? Fibers lah. And people ask, can I eat veggie? Can. Can I eat the fruits? Can. Be careful with fruits. Why? Yeah, a lot of fructose, and fructose metabolized by liver. So don't say, oh, I eat fruits all the time. Durian also fruit, what? Nangka also fruit, what? So you put a whole plate. Cannot, right? So fruit, last time, yes. Last time is original, the soil is good, right? So you grow the fruit, you have vitamin C, it's correct. Nowadays, we go Pasar Malam, you buy oranges, you tell auntie, give me the sourest, the most sour tonight. Do you do that? What do you say? So you are looking for dessert. You're not looking for bio C, because the real natural vitamin C is sour. Right? Make sense, huh? Okay. Then my patient will say, if I explain all this, they will say, yeah, take so many things, mafan. Correct? Because just now I say, coenzyme, omega, probiotic, fiber. Ayo, full already lo. What happened to my roti canai? Right? Big thing, roti canai gonna eat all. Okay, I always show them something. Sometimes I save some news in my phone to show them. This is quite recent. Actually, no, this is not recent. This is a few years ago already. The mother died, single mother, died at home. So the 2-year-old, because 2-year-old, what do they know? They don't know how to make call, they don't know. The 2-year-old survived with the mother for days on the junk food. So by the time they found the kids, all dirty, but still alive because you have junk food. So they have to clean him up and then put him at this is in the hospital. Can you imagine parents lah? They say you are parents. Touch wood, we are gone. Kids still here. And then waiting for you to come home, which never going to happen. Do you want this or you want something? Now you don't say mafan already, right? But the thing is, we can never see future. You only see future when you reach there, which is too late. Okay? Then some patient very stubborn. I don't have kids, so I don't have kids. It's okay. I have a dog. I have a cat. I have a muffin or whatever nonsense. What if parents? I also have parents lose kid, even worse. When parents lose kid, it's even worse, right? Your parents carry your coffin, you're gone already lah. But how about the one who left over? So whenever I see them, I say, Mafan, still Mafan? No lah. Okay? So always think of something, because this is the most important message tonight. Being healthy, it's your responsibility, not anybody else. So take care of yourself first, so that you don't become a patient, touch wood. Learn new skill, so that you can become a good bystander. That save life. Okay, with this, and this is my last slide. Thank you very much for your time. I pass the mic back to Yvonne.
Hey, Lonnie, I got you. Yeah, and it's a feeling that I can't explain. How you make it and your team still stay the same. Stay down from the jump and they never change. Man, it's a moment I could never trade. Yeah, I told my moms not to stress no more. Go hit the Bentley store and no credit card debts no more. I bought the crib and it's an escrow now, so you don't never have to worry.
Okay, let us give a round of applause to our Dr. Jamie. For our Zoom audience, if you don't know, our physical is full house tonight. Okay, so how's the talk? Awesome, right? Amazing, right? Do you guys feel very interesting listening to a doctor like her sharing the knowledge? I believe tonight is a very full of knowledge to you guys. Perhaps you cannot remember all, but I believe there's few important key message you can bring home. First of all, for whoever healthy without any key sign, please take good care of yourself. Eat whatever Dr. Jamie mentioned just now. Okay? Whoever feel a little bit uncomfortable, please go ahead, do your annual checkup